Welcome back to my life with plants. I'm Newman, and watering has become something I gotta do constantly. So all these plants are starting to dry out now, these cacti. We've got this, I've been trying to grow Phaerocactus Cetispinus from seed, and I've lost my batch completely. The last one that I had just succumbed to the heat. It was out here, it was 41 degrees. They just can't take it. Where the heck can I put my seedlings? And I can't put them inside unless I keep them in the air conditioned room, and that's a no-no. That's the living room. Over here we have this lovely Echinopsis, and I've just let the flowers unfurl. They're a little bit trapped on the net, but this one is fully open so we can appreciate it, and it has a lot of buds developing on it. It has a wonderful subtle fragrance, and you see a little touch of tie-dye pinks all mixed together on the petals, and you can see that it's self-pollinating because you've got that, or it may not be, but it certainly looks like it because you have the pistil is in contact with the anthers of pollen there. Self-fertilization not being a great idea because it just weakens the plant over time. You're better to get two plants if you want to produce seeds. You can make very, very weak plants genetically weak. I noticed that with a lot of hybrids. If the hybrid is very weak and it's hard to grow, you're better to let it go. Yeah, and over here there's Pinocacti. One of them is a white flowering and the one on the far side is yellow, but I haven't had any flowers yet, but we've had a lot of growth, so there's promise. That's one of my hybrids that I made with some Echinopsis subdenudatus there. Up here this Etroviridis, Cumulopentio Etroviridis is really coming along well, and so is Darwinii. This heat is a killer. What to do. I'm thinking of how to grow seeds better. Another problem is when you live in a built-up area, it restricts your airflow. If I was living in a home that had a lot of open space around it, I probably wouldn't have these problems with the seedlings so much. I'd have more airflow. Airflow is a big thing. These Echinopsis are pretty big, growing very well, and I have to have a little bit of a shade cloth over the top, and no, I don't like it, but I'll get burnt for sure. These ones down here, ooh, look at that magnificent thing. Look at this Parodia, how magnificent this Parodia is. And I got some kind of a Labivia there. It flowered and I missed it. Ah. It's about 27 degrees already. Under here, I'll let you have a look. Look how big this Mammillaria is getting. It's going right over, and it's actually almost on top of Baruchi. So I gotta move it a little bit, and Echinopsis subdenudatas have been flowering really well. This one is turning into a big specimen really fast. Gymnocalycium baldianum. This one is subdenudata gymnocalycium, and it did have terrible rust one year. We had a good monsoon, and it was underneath here, so I'm not able to use shelves that are underneath to put cacti so much because they get rust. Over here, that's got a lot of seed pods on this Notocactus latonus that I've had for years. This is a kind of an Echinopsis here, and it has a enormous flower. It's huge, huge trumpet flowers. This is one of the ones I grew, and it's been on this other Echinopsis stock. It's excellent. It's a Trichoceros. Hopefully it'll flower. Gymnocalycium monvillei is growing really exceptionally well. They're all going to get really, really big, and I'm going to run out of space. Up here is the Humifusa opuntia. Getting a little wrinkly. I might drop that pad. A lovely flower on a community of Gymnocalycium anisatii that really need to be separated. This is about to flower a lot more. It's got more seed pods, so I'm going to try growing it from seed again. And the seedlings will have to go in a different position. Change positions for them. All the cacti are looking good. One of my favorites are the Tifracactus. This is Inermis. Tifracactus something or other Inermis. They call it the pinecone cactus. You see all the golden spines on the Benninghalsii there. It's really, really growing, putting out a lot of growth. Mammillarias always do really well. They're not the fastest growing things, but in the neighborhood, every now and then you will catch a glimpse of a big old specimen like I have, something that I think could be this or similar to it. I remember an elderly person had it. They must have had it for years and years, and it was big, huge old clump. I'm not sure what kind of mammy this is. It does have pretty large flowers. It gets pretty flat during the winter. Oh look, there's another bud on Tifracactus bicolor. The Mammillaria elongata copper king is looking great, and so is this one. All the little nubbins coming off the main growths, they're all new stems, so they're growing exceptionally well. Yes, I do have a Oreoceras here, and the camera's about to give out. And this is seed growing. Puntia humifusa. It's already turned into a decent plant. And these are my Lobivier that I had to graft. There's one plant of a Austrocylindra puntia subulata monstros, this one here. Nice to see Lobivier acantha doing better these days. Happy about that, but it does love water, the surreal. This one's doing really well. So mainly Akadama out of all things. Oh, everything has nets on it. Whew. And up here, one of my favorites. Mammillaria camptotricha, and you can see that lovely flower open there. Always flowers nicely, flowers non-stop. It's amazing how much this flowers. I love everything about it. I love how it has all these twisty spines on it. It's just a super neat cactus. Soft to the touch, not prickly at all. There's a nice colony going on here, and there's a nice long pot too, because there's a taproot. This Mammillaria prolifera is really outgrown its pot now. There's some Mammillaria thimble cactus growing along there. More buds coming on this Anacitii. This Deutraconia has certainly filled out this pot. So it's got it's actually filled it out now, so it's going to need a repot in spring. It's a nice semi-arid growing bromeliad, so it enjoys low humidity. If it gets high humidity, it doesn't really matter, and it's treated like a cactus. They grow on bare rocks in Bolivia in the cacti zone where cacti grow. Up here, this one, which is starting to get offsets now. Spoxana. This is Matudai. The stone plants. This one really desperately needs a repot. This is my nice big specimen of the thimble cactus. One little knock and those little babies will fall off. Up here is Rubutia minuscule, or something minima. So a little tiny mammy, Rubutia, and it's growing really nicely now. Next to it is one Rubutia I've had for years and years now. So this is the one that I've been practicing how to grow in this climate. One thing is for sure, I've got to keep it out of the harsh August sun. That's why they're up higher here. Never too late for a Stapelia gigantea here. All these branches coming away. These are just done from cuttings. Hopefully it'll grow enough and it'll produce flowers, because I lack space inside the house. It's hard for me to look after these things or find refuge for them during the winter, and sometimes I'm resorted to just having cuttings and growing them that way. Up here we have a female stagger beetle. So my kids have, well, the male ones are much bigger than this. They got them in containers as pets. This female was attracted to the pheromones given off from the others, and they got tangled up in this net, and I didn't know about it. Actually wanted to save it, but I couldn't. This cactus here has become, it's actually gone out, and it wants to have...
パパ行ってくんね。お昼どうする？あるの食べる？お金置いてった方がいい？どっち？
This cactus here, Caladamonensis. Listo cactus is coming right out. I wanted it to dangle. It will. Just banging on the washing a little bit because I lack space. And down there, all of this is the property of mother-in-law. They can't share. She complains so much, it's hard to get along with her. But a big garden like this has a lot of potential to have a cacti area without disturbing all the native plants here. Hi, welcome back to My Life with Plants. I'm Newman. Got a bit of overcast. Today's cacti, right? You had a look at the cacti on the balcony. Got this one here, which is a Trichoceros pachanoi. It's been growing much better in this situation here, which is really great. It's put out some nice new growth. They love water, so you have to keep up with the watering. This is a Graptopetalum paraguayensis, which is really one of the hardiest succulents I have. This one can put up with quite a lot of temperature variation, including humidity. Got the Chamaecerus silvestri. Got a thorn on my finger. Pull it up. I love these. These are my grafting stock I use for grafting. Which I'm going to get onto that pretty soon. I have some Echinopsis subdenudatus, and I've got a Phaerocactus that really needs to be grafted now, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this with me and I'm going to do those grafts. Let me put it here. This is why I grew it. It's good that I did this video to remind me of that. And what else do we have? This is a Graptosedum, which is really hardy here. We've got some Chamaecerus hybrid. There's a purple flower. Got a nice Lichenoides crassula. You got my lovely two Parodia Lenninghalsios that actually stay out here all year round, and same with this one. They just hang there all year round. one has a nice big bud on it. It's an Echinopsis. What's its name again? Erisii, Eris, something or other. Well, these names so hard to pronounce sometimes. But it's actually native to southern eastern Argentina. It's quite wet in the, get a lot of rainfall in the summer and gets quite cold. This one has been flowering, and over here too, some more Chamaesyris. These are doing the flop. This one's flopped right over. One of the seedlings of my Opuntia rufida, or pin or wheel cactus. I gotta repot them, and this one actually snapped. Yeah, they just needed some more water, that's all. This one's actually doing pretty good. This is the Echinoceros Pentagophilus, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 new growths on it. And it's growing in mainly Pumice Kanuma with some Akadama. It's out here in all the weather. They can actually take all of the weather. This is a kind of a sedum that's native to Japan. Oh, gotta get out of the heat. Up here, these Echinopsis have been, Cereus Jamakaru have been flowering. This one's going to flower possibly tonight. The one flowered the other night. It's probably hard for you to judge the size of these things. Let's see if I can put this phone up. Well, I could if I didn't block that. What a nuisance. How can I get into a position? How can I put this? Alright, maybe if I use this stone here, actually sit this, and you can actually see how big it is. Come over here. It's very tall. It's about going on 6 foot. There's 3 of them in here. You get all sorts of other succulents growing in them, and they do water. And we actually have an offset for a cutting. It came off here. We grew these 2 new branches, and I did feed it quite a lot. Well, them. There's 3 of them. We're going to have a quick look at that, and we can't hang around too long because this is pretty infested with mosquitoes. Here it is here. It's quite flaccid. So I think it needs a lot more water. I do like a lot. And up here are my Echinopsis seedlings that are getting along pretty well. I actually cut the lawn yesterday. It was an endeavor. It's a yellow flowering Echinopsis that I have on my balcony. Plus it's got some Chamaesyris in there, and we've got another Chamaesyris here. So there's quite a lot of them, and they all just hang out here all winter too. Alright, since I got this out, I'm going to use it for grafts. Because I have one urgently needs it. You can see that this offsets a lot. This is a kind of an Echinopsis, and I know that it can flower, but it's got a habit of profusely producing pups, and it's fast growing, so it's kind of ideal for a grafting stock in my climate anyway. I can't have tropical like Pereskias or something, so if I leave them out in the winter they won't survive. And I'm glad that this is starting to grow much better. And it does love a lot of water. So I plan on growing a lot more of these Trichoceros pacanois. And they suit this climate perfectly fine. No problem whatsoever. In actual fact, this medium is a little bit too much drainage. But once it gets much bigger, I will put it in something with a little more organic in there, or more compost. If you're wondering what that is, it's a Phaerocactus glossicens. They got a little damage from excessive. I think we got a whole day and a whole day of rain, and it gave it a little damage there on the epidermis in the winter, which is very rare. These are all Eresii, which is that big one I just showed you. Various cacti. In case you're wondering how big these are, I'll just pick them up so you can see. I'm gonna pull you out. This was out here all winter. I tested it. I even tested it right out in the open. And no problem whatsoever. It handled the cold, as long as it's dry, which it is here in the winter. It was fine. And so thus we have another one. Some on the balcony too. Okay. Some of you might want to see what our mantises look like, because they're kind of interesting. So let's see if we can find one for you. Lurking about in the garden. Usually when I water they all come out. Where are you? Usually hide from this weather. It's kind of hot. Yeah, sometimes I make videos and I'm moaning so much about the weather that I've got to erase them all and start again, because it just sounds so annoying listening to somebody moaning all the time. Which I don't mean to. I don't want to complain and moan. There are one of those big mantises hiding out. Where are you guys? It's usually when I start watering, they come out wherever they're hiding. This has been ravaged by the Japanese native beetle. We've got some lovely lilies here that are opening. Lovely, lovely fragrance. More coming. I shouldn't be doing this because I'm going to get mosquitoes all over me. How's the pond doing? Pretty good? Yeah. It's very hard to find mantises until I water. I would like to show you one, but I can't find any. Alright. This is the Opuntia humifusa that I have in the garden. It's doing really well. We got one right out in the open here. A Chamaecyparis silvestri. I've got a mosquito on my leg already. If you love Nepenthes, I've got Nepenthes alata climbing up here, putting out pictures. Very nice. Starts way down here. I got one in my room that's stunted growth. Still puts out pictures though. Yeah. What else can I show you? Whew. Some hortias in there. An aloe parastata. We've got this Trichoceros huasha that didn't flower, and a bunch of mammillarias here clustering around there. So this mammillaria here really loves it. Found a nice spot for it. I think I showed these before. These are my few. I repotted that and that one. This one came with a freebie. There it is. A sticky trap carnivorous plant with this lovely yellowy green pitches. This one's starting to put out some new growth there. Let's check. Oh yeah, got some growth coming there on the recovery. They're pretty hardy. Decided to move them here because, believe it or not, it's that hot that it was even toasting these pitcher plants. And also this one. So Sarracenius, yeah. I picked this one up the other day. It's beautiful. And I got another Venus flytrap, and this is my one. that are repotted into blocks of cocoa coir, or sold in blocks, and then you moisten them and they take up the water, and then the block will increase its size up to 5 times, which makes about 8 liters of mix. So they said that it's a mix that you can use on the Nepenthes. Oh, sorry, Sarraceni. You can see the new growth in there. That's good. So the good thing is that these actually recover pretty quick from abuse, and this one's getting new pitches. So this will be its happy new spot. And I got this white tray here. So I love them, love them. It's my big hibiscus. It actually has two kinds of flowers on it, white and pink. Look at a mosquito that was on my foot. Usually I burn incense coils, otherwise they're going to find me and attack me. I'm still busy looking for a big mantis to show you guys. This here is Myoga, and Myoga is a Japanese, it's in the ginger family. And this one can put up with very low temperatures, being native to Japan. They use it in cuisine, just like a ginger. It has flowers just like ginger. They're actually beautiful. They come out in late summer. Very beautiful. Lovely plant, edible, Myoga. Got a weed there. Oop, didn't pull it out too well. Gotta do some weeding tonight. Got a kind of a Bilbergia here that I've been growing because I like them. It's amazing how they can hide because they're pretty big, these mantises. And I gotta get back inside, and this phone actually might just suddenly stop working because of the heat. Wow, there's a grasshopper here. Those are a nuisance. There's too many of them. There are too many. This is bitter gourd, otherwise known as, here it is here. It's extremely bitter and they use it in cuisine. It's a native of India and going into Asia too.